All right, y'all, we back. We back. I'm home on the ranch. Let's break down the Colorado Arizona game. Like what can Colorado do to pull out a win? The strengths and the weaknesses of both of these teams. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm rocking with Colorado now. I got money on Colorado. Colorado need to win two more games for me this year. So I'm pulling for Colorado. But it's not looking good, y'all. Oh my God, it's not looking good. Let me just give y'all some of these numbers. They got like 6 wide receivers on their team. They're 6'3". The smallest one is 6'3". There's some smaller wide receivers. I'm just telling y'all the biggest ones on their team. The smallest one is 6'3", and they got one that's 6'5", and they got a whole heap of them that's like 6'4". I think it's 6 wide receivers on their team between 6'3" and 6'5". 6. Do you understand the words that are coming? That's Mitch Match City. One of their guys, and I ain't gonna say all of them are big time like minute guys, but it's one of them that is. It's one of them that might challenge Travis Hunter for a top 5 slot in the NFL draft. Like, they both sophomores. Him and Travis are sophomores. I can't wait to see this matchup. He's number 4. They call him T-Mac. He's from Hawaii. So he has one of them names that's kind of, it don't just flow off your tongue real easy. So they call him T-Mac. T-Mac is a monster. T-Mac I think he had 7 or 8 touchdowns last year. And this year he's sitting on 7 or 8 touchdowns. So he's on pace to break his touchdown records from last year. He's a monster. When I'm talking about, y'all see those catches Travis do before the game, and those catches Odell Beckham and all that kind of stuff they do before the game. He do those catches in the game. He make it happen when it's time. When the lights are on, when everybody's on the field, you go to number 4, it's over. Like I'm watching him moss people. He is like a combination of Julio and what's the big tight end that played for the Chiefs and he played for the Falcons? Y'all put it in the comments. I know some of y'all know the big fella. He's the number 1 tight end right now in NFL history. Gonzalez. He's a combination of just a big body guy that can go up and get the ball. Now what we have that I see a weakness to this team, they don't like to stop the run. Their linebackers are not fast. I think number 6, if we can get Dylan Edwards man on man or even in the same zone with number 6, every time Shador identifies that, that's a mismatch. Number 6 does not have the foot speed. Dylan Edwards is the fastest guy, might be in the Pac-12. So we can use that matchup and just roast probably 2 of their linebackers. I know number 6, he does not have the foot speed. Their weakness is the run. If you run, you can run on this defense. They're not a physical defense. They will give it up if you pound them. We have a running back that we can pound them with. I think we have 2 running backs we can pound them with. But will we pound them? Oh, update on the offensive coordinator situation. They said the reason why it looked like more of the same last week when Coach Prime decided to make the change in offense coordinators, the offense was already set. Like most times, I think he made this change on Thursday or Friday. They had been practicing all week on what the previous offense coordinator had already set in stone. You start on Monday with these plays, so they can't just throw it out. Only thing I thought was gonna be different, I thought, okay, you can keep the same playbook. You just got to select more run plays. So I understand what they're saying by the new offense coordinator didn't have time to implement his plays, but you still see run plays that you could have called. So that's what I don't really understand. Like, Like they didn't call a jet sweep or anything last week. That's in our playbook already right now. So we'll see if we run the ball. If we run the ball, this offense coordinator we have now, he's supposed to be a run-first guy. If we run the ball on Arizona, I believe we can win this game. I looked at the USC game, the Washington game. Washington really hurt them running. Arizona. No, Stanford hurt them running. A lot of teams have ran on this defense. They're not physical. They're kind of like USC. It's not a physical defense. Where we're hurting at though is size. They got some big guys, and I even looked at their tight ends. They got a bunch of big 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" tight ends. So with those big wide receivers they have, and with these big tight ends, and they have 2 quarterbacks, we don't know who we're gonna get. They got one quarterback that's a number 7. He started the season. He's more like a Michael Vick kind of guy. I think that's why he wears the number 7, because he want to run, but he has an arm too, so he can do both. But I think he's more of a big play guy, more so than a guy that's just gonna sit in the pocket and run, go through your progressions and throw the ball, distribute the ball. Number 11 is that guy. He's a freshman. I think he's a redshirt freshman. He's from Hawaii too. Him and the big 6'4" wide receiver, both of them are from Hawaii. So you know they got a connection. Number 11 has a nice arm. He kind of reminds me of the Moore kid from UCLA, the freshman quarterback that can throw the ball real good, and he's mobile. This guy, he can throw. He's mobile. I mean, he has a nice arm. A great sparrow ball. Comes out fast too, like a laser. But I feel like this guy, if he gets hot, he can shred a defense. But if they decide to take him out and put number 7 in, number 7 might, because our defense don't really keep their lanes when they rush. They get a quarterback a lot of lanes to run. If they put in number 7, I think he's gonna hurt us with his legs. So I don't know. You pick your poison. Do you want number 11 in and try to make him beat you from the pocket, or do you want number 7 to come in? And from what I've seen now with our defensive coordinator, every time the backup quarterback comes in, he does not have a game plan for the backup quarterback. So I'm wondering. I hope we run the ball. I hope they keep the same starting quarterback in, because we do better against the starters than we do against the backups. I want to see Travis on T-Mac. I want to see Camardi on T-Mac and see. This is a hard matchup for anybody. He's 6'4". He's a big guy. He kind of reminds me of that 6'7" receiver for Florida State. We got to have some pass rush. If they sit back and allow this quarterback time and these wide receivers get through their routes, if they so big, it's going to hurt us when we start doing the 50-50 balls. So big keys to this game is we have to run the ball. Oh, and we have to stop their running back. They have a physical running back, number 3. Oh, my. He's a sophomore. When I tell y'all, he's like 5'9", 220-something pounds. Compact little monster. Coming down here, he can catch the ball out the backfield. He's nice. 4 and number 3, these 2 guys can hurt us. Understand this. These 2 guys, if I had some money to bet, whatever the line is for number 3, how many yards he got to get, and how many yards number 4 supposed to get, I will put my money on that. Because these dudes, they're gamers. And from what I'm seeing with Colorado, it's just for whatever reason, we can't shut out the main guy. So if we can stop these 2 guys, if we can run the ball, I think we can win this game. And if we keep number 7 off the field, keep number 11 in the game. If you put number 7 in the game, I think he's going to run over our defense, because our defense line cannot get pass rush like they need to. So he's going to have a lot of gaps where he can just pick and choose his running lanes. And I feel like this would be good if Colorado ran the ball out and gives Shador some time to heal up. We might can win the game by just running the ball and let Shador get his rest, even though he's in the game. He can just watch the game, keep handing the ball off, and I believe we can beat Arizona. They're not that physical of a team. But a caveat to this, I noticed they are ranked too. So if you look at the games Colorado has lost, they almost all been to a ranked opponent except for Stanford. Everybody else has been ranked. So can we really be mad at Coach Prime when he had a team that was 1-11 last year that's losing to ranked teams? So we gotta give everybody a break. If we get a win, we get a win. But if it turns out to be a loss, it's not like a indictment on the coaching staff because we supposed to lose these games. Like if we make this game competitive, that's better than what it was last year. Remember last year we was losing games by I think it was 29 points. This year we're losing games by 10 points, 7 points, 6 points, stuff like that. So that's an improvement. And next year it's gonna get even better.